Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Today is DCA day, and I am so excited. I'm so happy that it's Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Bitcoin is currently trading at 115,535 and 16 cents. Looking good. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at. Tom Selleck said stock market keep going higher. When crypto gonna catch up? John said when? Never. That's when. Sideways forever. 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 Giovanni said yo 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 yo. Tom Selleck said time capitulation is the real deal. John M said who you calling a yo-yo, Giovanni? I'm offended. Billy said yo fillers. Tom Selleck said, I identify as a slinky, not a yo-yo. Dang. Shots fired. All right, let's go down to our 12-hour time frame. We got a lot of liquidity lined up for the weekend, which is quite exciting. Market maker blessing us with a little bit of entertainment, it seems. What do we got? What do we got? 115.012? I tell you what, guys, I'm so excited. I'm trying not to swear. I'm so excited that it's Friday. 112.856. That's a big gap. Woo. And up top, we got 116.256. And that extends all the way up to 118.745. What if I did the entire stream like that? John said somebody's never seen The Sandlot. I've seen The Sandlot. It's a great movie. I haven't seen it in a really, really long time. Philly said, yo, 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 yo. I got yos going out. All my yo-yos. Giovanni said, what are we picking up today, gang? Back in my day, I called all of you yo-yos. Philly said, I identify as a horse. That must be great for your wife. John said, no, I'm really offended. He just went full Karen. All right. Let's see. Bitcoin is chilling in our range permissed by the market maker. Thank you, Mr. Market Maker. 115, 515.99. Bitcoin dominance did get a bounce off of 57.68, which is kind of poopy for our altcoins, but we'll see how the weekend plays out. So far, we are sitting above 58, but if we close below it, that would be exciting. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. ETH is down 2.87% on the day. We got to break below our previous horizontal resistance, turn support, turned resistance again, which is 44.88. We are sitting at 44.55 right now. We did lose 45, which is a shame. Next stop. What is the next stop? That is a good question. I would assume 43.35 should have some reaction. Just based on the confluence with resistance, even a neckline for this head and shoulders, and resistance right here. So we'll see where that takes us. John Foster Crypto said smash the likes. Appreciate you, John Foster Crypto. Tom Selleck said, I don't want you to look at ALGO because it's going to make you sad, but I also want you to look at ALGO. Oh no. Didn't I look at it yesterday? What happened? Oh no. Oh my God. What happened, man? Listen, this is entirely your guys' fault for not pressuring me to buy this. That's clearly an inverse head and shoulders as well. Volume's picking up. It is overbought. I got nothing. What does this post mean? What does that mean? Like post market? I don't know. Sol? Yeah, we'll take a look at Sol. I hate this ALGO thing. This stupid... This meme stock. Solana. Big news today. Yeah, apparently. Solana seemingly rejected 245 and is currently sitting at 237.38. We should see midpoint support around 235. So if we break through that, then 225 is probably in the cards. We are looking good on Sol, though. Sol actually looks relatively decent. outside of that, though, we did get a bearish crossover the moving average on the RSI, and momentum wave is pointing to the downside. Giovanni, I'm going to have to time you out in the chat. If anybody brings up any investments that I missed out on and that are doing really well, you're getting in trouble. Butterfly said, make sure to wash shirt this weekend. You know, I would like to point out that actually, this is a stupid thing to point out. I'm not even going to point it out. I'll point it out later. Because it's not that good. Anyways, Sol looks good. 225 should act as support. If we do break that, though, we could look for a retest of our upper trend line that we broke out of, which would probably be around 212. So we'll see what comes of that. Total 3 rejected the all-time high of 1.16 trillion. We did actually establish a new all-time high, but candle close, as far as I'm concerned, we got no new all-time high yet. But we did go as high as 1.17 technically. So there's a new all-time high of 1.17. I'm just going to make this like a thin dashed line, though, because it's very vague. We have not really solidified anything good yet. But yeah, total 3. I don't know. Are we going to get a retrace of 107? Hopefully we don't break our lower trend line. Tom Stocks Code said, if you want to be happy, check out SMR, the one you bought. Watch this, we're like super down. Ooh, oh my gosh, what is going on, guys? Whoa, I like this SMR thing. This is a good stock. This is the kind of stock that you want to buy. Not whatever that Oklo thing is. That thing's way overbought now. Good times, good times. Anyways, ADA is down 3.88% on the day, currently trading at 89.74. We broke below 90, which makes me sad, but it looks kind of like an M as well. Can we get a MW off of 80? We'll see. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait, find out what happens. Tom Stocks Code said, told you big news today in nuclear. Very nice, I like that. It is DCA day. Is it dumb to DCA into my nuclear stocks or my energy stocks or any of my stocks that are incredibly green today? Is that dumb? What if I'm forced to? What if DCA day is just green and I have no choice? Is that okay? I feel like I'm touching my beard too much. It's like really long right here and I hate it. Looks stupid. I look like freaking the dictator. Or Borat. I think it's the dictator. Does Borat ever grow a beard? I haven't actually watched Borat. Is that weird? That's probably weird. Anyways, ADA, probably looking for 80 cent. If we break below that, then 75 should hold. SNEK is down 4.73% on the day. Looking at a little downtrend right here. If we break out of this, bullish, great. If not, let's see. What could we go down to? Maybe 30? If we lose 40, I would love to not lose 40, but we also could technically be establishing a head and shoulders, which is not great. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's going to be close. We might lose 40 for a second, and then hopefully that invalidates for the bull case. Bear case, we're probably looking at 27 to 30 on SNEK. XRP is down 3.03%. Technically, if this is a wedge... Oh, I'm on the daily. I didn't even realize that. Technically, if that is a wedge and we broke out of it, we could retrace... I mean, if we're going to retrace down to the upper trend line, then we're probably looking at 280. Otherwise, the lower trend line extended, we could get a bounce around 290. We are seemingly struggling to get above 315, so... And we're sitting below $3. RSI got a bearish cross over the moving average, heading to the lower end, and your momentum wave also just crossed into the lower half, pointing to the downside with a red dot at the Pico top right here. HBAR is down 3.59% on the day. Also double top. All of these charts are pretty much the same exact setup. We got a double top, currently trading at 23.73, down 3.59%. 23.5 should be support. If we lose that, midpoint reaction probably like 22.75. Otherwise, 22 is going to be our next point of interest. Jeez. Excuse me, guys. I'm way overexposed to the market right now. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We are good. All right. So, yeah, that's it for HBAR. We got a bearish cross over the moving average on the RSI. It does look like it's trying to curl up right now, though. And your momentum wave just crossed to the lower half. So we'll see if that continues. SWE is down 7.01%. Harsh rejection at $4. Broke below $3.91 and $3.70. Currently sitting at $3.61.57. See if 353 gets a nice support bounce. 360 might be area of interest as well, based on just the midpoint in between 353 and 370. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average on the RSI. Confirmed red dot on Market Safer at the Pico top, which caused our $4 rejection, and we are now slightly bearish on shorter term time frame. So we'll see where we end up. Ondo Ofdo rejecting $1.09, $1.10 level, currently down 5.97% on the day, trading at $1.01. If we lose $1, 95.35 is my big point of defense. If we lose 95.35, then I'm gonna be super bearish and really mean to Ondo when we get to it. Yeah, make sure you guys smash the like button. It really helps spread the love on the channel. We're trying to get the 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you guys smash the like, that helps YouTube promote the live stream to get more people in here. Volume, I will say, on Ondo looks really good. This entire move has really good volume. So that's a good sign for longer term. Otherwise, bearish cross over the moving average and red dot on your momentum wave pointing to the downside. Arrow is down 6.29%. We got above our horizontal resistance again, seemingly rejected like 135, 136 level, and broke below our horizontal resistance again at 130. And we're currently sitting at 123.5, 123.7 ish, is our support level. If we break below that and close below it, then we got our temporary horizontal support. Previous resistance turned support around $1.20. If we lose that, 115 and 110 are our next levels. Pinlink, we got less than 20 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Pinlink down 7% on the day, sitting below 60 again. Every time it gets above, you short it. If it gets below, you long it. It's sitting at 52.90. RSI, bearish cross over the moving average and failed to get back above it. It does look like it's going to make another try, and it is technically oversold on the momentum wave as well. So you could see a switch up here pretty quick for Pinlink. This is the lowest it's been below 60 since it got below 60 back here. So that could mean something. Billy said, I opened an Arrow trading bot. I was bored. Okay. I haven't used trading bots in so long, dude. So long. All right. Render is down 4.89% on the day. We lost $4 again. Broke below $3.95. We're currently sitting at $3.88. Our midpoint, technically $3.85 is our midpoint in between $4 and $3.74. $3.84, I suppose, is our midpoint in between $3.74 and $3.95. So you could get a reaction at either of those levels. Otherwise, we're looking for $3.74 pullback. I suppose we could get a reaction here. If this is an inverse head and shoulder that played out, the neckline might become relevant. So let's see if that happens. I'll leave that neckline there. We got a bearish cross over the moving average in the RSI, and your momentum wave is just crossing over the center point, heading to the downside, lower half, which is bullish for the longer term. So Stellar's down 2.42% on the day. We rejected our upper trend line, which is our inverse head and shoulder potential, which is technically invalidating this inverse head and shoulder. Could get pretty spicy here. Could get pretty spicy, so be careful, guys. You did get a bearish cross over the moving average on the RSI. Momentum wave pointed to the downside, crossing that midpoint. Currently sitting at 38.67. We should see some support at the bottom of our range, which is around 38.45. Otherwise, 36.51 might be in play. Keep an eye on it. Polkadot down 4.39% on the day, rejecting, actually, nice wick. That wick went all the way up to, it looks like 480, 88, 489. But a lot of sell pressure here. Probably a lot of sell orders, to be completely honest. And then it just started chopping down. Broke below 459, 444. And we're sitting at 433 right now, which is our midpoint in between 421 and 444. So we could find some temporary support here. Maybe rebound. Otherwise, I guess I would look for a retrace all the way down to our upper trend line breakout area, which is around $4. So $4 is going to be a big point of contention for Polkadot. Bullish or bearish cross over the moving average and the RSI. Confirmed red dot on market cipher, pointed to the downside. So not surprised to see this thing drop so suddenly. Altcoin down 16.26% on the day, probably liquidating a lot of bulls. The Altcoin fractal is in shambles. We lost 90, we lost 83, 27, and we lost our horizontal resistance turn support. It is no longer support unless we get a rebound and we close above this line before the daily close in approximately 27 minutes. This line is around 80 cents. We're at 78.16 right now. So we got a little pumping to do if we want to get back above that. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average and the RSI, and our momentum wave got a red dot pointing to the downside. CAS is down 4.98% on the day, currently trading at 083737. We rejected our neckline just like Stellar. If this was going to be an inverse head and shoulders, or even just a cup and handle, whatever you want to call it, we had a neckline, a resistance line here that we have rejected pretty harshly. If we don't get a bounce off of 82.76, then 80 or 79 might come into play. Otherwise, it's going to get pretty spicy. We do have a confirmed red dot here as well. So all signs were there for downside. Avalanche down 4.72% on the day, currently trading at 33.53. We rejected, I would call this like a midpoint loss. Midpoint is right here, 35, 34.80. We got above it for a quick second and then came back down. I suppose a retest of 32.50 could be in play. Otherwise, if we lose 32.50, then maybe a retrace of the purple line at 31. We'll see which one, if either of them, is relevant. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average and the RSI, and your momentum wave got a red dot pointing to the downside, just like everything else. So let's see how that plays out. Chainlink, that pulse player said, "Hey JJ, thank you for all you do." I appreciate that thing, that pulse player. Thank you very much. I am a little bit sleepy today. Now that somebody is, since you asked, I'm a little bit tired. I did have a big, fat, delicious bowl of cereal. And I got my Moscow Mule mug with Pepsi inside of it because I'm a gentleman. And yes, I like Pepsi. I prefer Pepsi to Coke, actually. Why? Probably because I used to drink rum and Coke a lot, and I don't think I can really enjoy Coke without thinking of rum, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you ever drink like too much mimosa or something? And then you can't have orange juice. That's the most feminine problem in the world. I'm like, you ever have too many mimosas? Okay. Anyways, Chainlink. Let's see. We rejected. What did we reject here? 24.70. The most random number in the world. What's up with Chainlink? Is this maybe an inverse head and shoulders? Yeah, it's kind of sloppy. And didn't even get to that neckline. Coke and Pepsi are both trash. Dr. Pepper is better. See, I can't drink Dr. Pepper anymore. It's super. I used to love Dr. Pepper. I used to worship Dr. Pepper. That was the only doctor that I would go to. And now when I drink it, it's too syrupy to me. I don't know why. Some wires got crossed in my brain. Probably after I quit smoking and doing drugs. To where stuff that used to taste good doesn't taste good anymore. Oh, Giovanni said Coke Zero. What? Tom Solix said, "You mean like Rumpelstiltskin?" What? What is that in reference to? Pepsi? Oh, delicious. Okay. Michael Cho said, you got to cycle it. Coke, cherry Coke, Dr. Pepper, start over. Okay, that's I actually like that. I like that. I had root beer ruined for me. And I used to be a root beer freak, dude. I used to love me some root beer. I got really trashed one night, and I like collapsed outside. And my buddy and his dad were like, "Oh my gosh!" And they like picked me up, and his dad goes, "We gotta stop letting your friends get effed up here." And they carry me into like one of the outhouse locations, and I was just passing on the floor. And my buddy Joey, he's like, "Do you need anything, man?" I'm like, "I'm so thirsty," and I'm like on the ground just puking into this bucket. And he brings me a drink. And I'm like, thank you. And I think it's water. This is what did it. I thought it was water. And I took a sip and it was root beer. And it was probably like Bargs or something gross. And I was just like instantly threw up more. I was like, what is that? He's like, it's root beer. And I was like, no, no. And I never, ever was able to enjoy root beer ever again, man. Ever again. That was like, geez, how long ago was that? That was like 16, 17 years ago. That's a long time. Behind the scenes said, I remember those days. Those were fun times, man. I credit those days with my sobriety today. Not that it's like a big deal that I'm sober. I didn't go through any intervention or anything like that. So I'm not like, I'll enjoy a drink, but I do credit those days with my, I guess my responsibility, because I was a dumbass when I was a kid. So I got it all out of the way. Okay, we're getting distracted. All right, Chainlink. If we hold 2320, there's potential for Chainlink to run before anything else. Everything else ran like crazy. Chainlink kind of front ran the entire move and then had this bearish pattern that it broke bearish out of and has since like started to establish some kind of stair-stepping trend to the upside, which is good. So while everything else is cooling off and being weenies from rate cuts or whatever's going on, Chainlink could absolutely send it and show everyone else like, hey, this is how you alt season. But until that happens, we have had a bearish cross over the moving average on the RSI. And wouldn't you know, there is a red dot on the momentum wave pointing to the downside. So, number go down. Doge is down 5.12% on the day, currently trading at 26.43. We rejected 28.18 and we're heading towards 25. If we lose this 26.34 level, then we're probably going down pretty far. Ooh, John said sarsaparilla is the best soda. John, have you been to Sturgis? I don't even know if they're related, to be completely honest. I just remember we took a road trip to Wyoming when I was a kid. Or when I was a teenager, and we enjoyed some sarsaparilla, and we went to Sturgis, and it was freaking awesome, along with whatever other things you do on like Route 66 road trips. Okay. Dogecoin, yeah, we rejected 28.18. If we lose this midpoint level, then 25 is definitely on the cards. Red dot on the momentum wave, bearish crossover the moving average. Volume looks really good. Doge has been playing out really nicely, so definitely one to watch for alt season for sure. NEAR is down 1.76% on the day. NEAR performed very nicely. We had this break, retest, confirmation, a little midpoint resistance where we established an inverse head and shoulder that got us above that midpoint resistance and then allowed us to absolutely gig ascend past 299 and 308, where we established like a little midpoint range with a lot of wicks, and then we rejected 334, came back down to $3 or 308. We're currently sitting at 311 right now. If we hold above 308, awesome. NEAR might be continuing its bull trend. We are, or were, overbought. Are we right now? No, we are not. But we did get a bearish crossover the moving average on the RSI, and we got a confirmed red dot, or a red dot on the momentum wave on Market Cipher. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Pengu is down 6.68% on the day, seemingly rejecting 40. We broke below 37.5, which is a temporary resistance line from somewhere. I don't know why that's even there, to be completely honest. I guess maybe from this. I don't know. It also kind of looks like we got some kind of a potential for a funky inverse head and shoulders if I completely cheat that line. Michael Cho wants to take a look at virtual. I will take a look at that in one moment after Pengu. We broke below 35.98 and we are slowly heading towards 33.82. If we continue this trend, I don't know, I would expect 33.82 to actually hold. Otherwise, our midpoint, 34.8, might become relevant. We'll have to wait and see. Volume looks okay. Bearish cross over the moving average on the RSI and red dot on the momentum wave pointing to the downside on Market Cipher. A virtual rejected 134. We get a little fake out above, reject, fake out above, reject. Currently sitting at 125 right now. I don't even know if that's relevant. This inverse head and shoulders, just like everything else has, played out very nicely. What's happening now? Bearish cross over the moving average on the RSI, confirmed red dot on Market Cipher, and a red dot on your momentum wave, and I think bearish div? No, I'm not sure what this red line means. I always thought it meant bearish div, but maybe that's just the majority of the time. Michael Cho said 348 looks good too for spot on Pengu. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would go with that. So virtuals has this clear resistance at 134 that you got to get over. It's been struggling with that for quite some time. Got above it here, support, broke below it, resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cannot get above 134. You got to get above 134 with conviction. You are kind of at a midpoint right now at 125, which is your midpoint in between 134 and 114. So that could become a nice relevant support line. Silver is up 3.02%. Wow, $43.06. Silver getting absolutely gigacent, unlike Giga Chad. Giovanni said, I almost want to long the weekend. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Everyone's probably bearish right now. DXY is up 0.29%, 97,646. It still looks like crap longer term, but we'll see if it rebounds for a little short period of time. Michael Cho said was thinking of getting in $1.23. I do like $1.23. If you lose $1.24, then you're definitely going to hit $1.23. 114 would probably be the next point that I would look at after that. Maybe a little bit over that. 117, 118. But yeah, I don't mind that 123. NASDAQ. Oh, I'm sorry. MicroStrategy. Down 1.25 on the day. 344.85. We don't get to find out until Monday if this thing's going to completely send it $500. And NASDAQ up 0.46. Beautiful. 24,603. S&P all-time highs 66.64. Very cool. And Bitcoin dominance 58.05. Dang. I hope we lose 58. If not, it's not the end of the world. We got any other requests from the chat for charts? Let me know. I am unsure of what position, if any, to take, which is why you shouldn't be taking any positions if you think like that, because then you, which is me in this case, force something and then lose money and then you get mad. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. That probably sounded disgusting, but it felt amazing. Okay. That Pulse player wants to take a look at Ray. Justin said Merle. I like that name. Ray. Ray. Down 2.31% on the day. We lost 74.54. We are at a midpoint in between 5.55 and 74.54. 65. I mean, your previous rebound was around here. So I don't know, I could set up the same exact thing that I did before. John said, can you chart my patience? I think it broke support and it's at all-time low. Behind the scenes said, what cryptos are you into the most? Cardano. You guys are everyone just laughed and left. Yes, Giovanni. See, Giovanni knows what's up. He said Strike getting tokenized stocks as well. You are correct, Giovanni. He is in the know. I almost typed up Giovanni trying to find Strike. Strike Finance is the only decentralized perpetual trading protocol built on Cardano specifically, and they purchased Bending AI. And what else? 20x leverage is live. Strike V2 will right here. This is the big news. Ready? And we did. If you guys watched my interview, you are fully aware of this. Strike V2 will have stocks: Tesla, Nvidia, Google, Apple, everything. Everything. So if you are not bullish on Strike, I highly recommend you get bullish on Strike. If you want to get some Strike, find a computer. You're probably going to need a PC for this. Download a Cardano wallet. I recommend Vesper or Lace. Load it up with ADA. Go to Tap Tools, connect your wallet, and swap your ADA for some Strike. Not financial advice. That is what I would do. People complain about having to go the decentralized route, but by the time these things are listed on exchanges, they're already way overinflated. If you want to make the life-changing money, you're going to have to change your life a little bit. Not financial advice. Badim said, love you. I love you too. Thank you so much again yesterday for my friend. I make money 375 and nonstop on shorts. Thank you. XRP, please. Nice. XRP. Oh, actually, I'm going to have to look at XRP afterwards because we got the daily close contest coming up in less than 1 minute, my friend. Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame. 15.566 and 12 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses ready for the daily close contest. Tom Selleck Scout said, let me know when I can buy Strike on Coinbase or via Coinbase wallet. I did not read that until after I said what I said, but I still stand behind it. By the time these things are listed on centralized exchanges, especially Coinbase, which has, by the way, 0 Cardano natives, there's almost no money to make. I stand behind that. Okay. 15 seconds remaining until the daily close contest. Ladies and gentlemen. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Smash the like button. Flight fan said, do you mind looking at Toshi? Remind me after the daily close contest, my friend, and I will absolutely take a look at that for you. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, my goodness. What do you guys think? Dumpy weekend? Pumpy weekend? Tyler said, JJ, read my comments so you are aware. I warned. Tyler said, I will not be participating in the daily close contest today. Thank you all for your attention to this matter. I love JJ, and I'm sending him a ton of money. Thank you, Tyler. That was so nice. You didn't have to do that. Tyler said, be aware, I'm sabotaging this daily close contest. I'm in a mood for chaos. I am Fahid. Sorry. I don't know who, but someone. Flight fan said, no. No what? Padim said, dump and pump, sir. I'll take it. I'll take it. Guys, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Chance for you to win up to up to $200. Completely free to participate. And we do it every single day. It's a ton of fun. Brendan Hilligan coming in. 115.543.54. Flip fan said, how do I play the daily close? Do I need to be a member? No, you do not. Anyone can play. All you have to do is you got your 5-minute window, which ends in less than 4 minutes. You just submit what you think the daily close price is going to be. And if you're having trouble, sometimes it doesn't appear in the chat for everybody. YouTube filters it out. Like, it'll show up for you, but nobody else will be able to see it. So I suggest you type it in like Brennan, just to guarantee that it gets through with the numbers, or with the letters in between the numbers. See, Tom Selleck Scope doesn't have any issues. Other people do for some reason. Tom Selleck Scope 115.569. Did my previous not go through? This one did. I don't know if you had one before that, then no. All right. Let's see.
This %20 is %28 %20 Tom %20 of %20 money %20 even %20 the %20 YouTube %20 takes %2098%.
Even though YouTube takes 98%. Thank you, Mr. Tyler. Justin Mahachek coming in with 115569.51. Tom Selleck Scout said, "Oh, it doesn't like when I add cents." Yeah, I don't know if it thinks that it's a phone number or an address. I have no idea why YouTube does that. The Heat has no problem with cents for some reason. 115428.69. So if you type it in like Justin or Brendan Hilgan, you're almost guaranteed to go through. Otherwise, it's kind of just as much of a gamble as the daily close contest itself, whether or not you're going to go through. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. Bitcoin currently trading at 115,586 and 21 cents. Tom Selleck said, "Change mine to 115,570, please." Yes, I will do that for you, Tom Selleck. 115,570. Justin trying to bone me. Damn you, Justin. We got John. 115,667.01. That penny is pretty ballsy. We've seen the penny betray people, and we've seen the 69 betray people. Mr. Tyler lost by 69 cents in tremendous fashion. Let's see. We got Mr. Tyler coming in with 115,571. Tyler, you're going to have to fix that. 115,571. Oh, no. Okay, you don't have to fix anything. My bad. I'm apparently just stupid. Justin said, "You really let him do that? That was just a dick move." Who? Oh, excuse me. Why did he F you? Yeah, everybody's changes are permitted today. F each other. Oh man. Tyler wants to make a change. Really? All right. I'm not even paying attention, guys. It's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to screw each other over. Today is the day that I let whatever fly. 115,571. Is that even a change, or is that the same thing that you had before? It is the same thing. My bad. Tom Selleck said, "Okay, now change mine again to Tyler +1. Okay. Tom Selleck going in with 115,572. Justin said, "You let him make that change just to F me. Change to F me." Okay, I didn't know that. But again, you can F him. Okay. Tyler is Tom +1. 115,573. Guys, just so you know, I'm going off of my clock. Okay, I let you guys go an extra minute. Oh, Justin made a change last second. I'm going to let John go through too. But that's it. I'm taking Justin and John. Justin coming in with 115,500.50. And John coming in with 115,638.01. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for participating. Brendan Hogan said, "Let's all get along and F each other." I love it. Happy daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. Please direct your attention to my ass. All right. We got John M with 115,638.01. Oops. 115,638.01. John's got it today. You guys fucked up. Tyler coming in with 115,573. Tom Selleck with 115,572. Brennan Hilgen coming in with 115,543.54. 115,500.50 for Justin. And Fahid coming in with a 115,420.69. Nice. All right. John said, Tyler said that's what you get, Goat LMAO. John said, keep looking at the wrong chart, USD versus USDT. Yeah. Tyler said, I love this savage daily close contest. Tom Selleck said, just so we're clear, Justin's was 51 cents over mine, which started this. Why would it be what I get? My original guess wasn't near anyone's. Giovanni said, see mine? Mixed in the chat? Let's see. Did I see Giovanni? Okay, yes, Giovanni did submit. 115,584, and that was before I said time's up. Got you, Giovanni. Thank you. Sometimes you guys got to point that out. Giovanni with 115,584. Oh, shit. Who gets the last laugh, man? That's so good. That's so good. Giovanni's savage as fuck. Oh, Mr. Barber said I'm late again. LOL. Hello, JJ, and all good people. Can I guess? You are a little too late, my friend. I wish you could, but we got less than 1 minute remaining, guys. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Holy shit, what happened? Currently, Bitcoin is 115,632 and 38 cents. Why is time going by so fast? Giovanni Fontes is in the lead. Whoa. What a turn of events. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. John M. getting screwed over by that wick. Is it going to pump right above his price just before the close? What's it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, 20 seconds remaining. 115,632 and 38 cents. Giovanni Fontes coming in clutch with 115,584 last minute edition because I missed it. My bad, guys. It is what it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close price for Bitcoin flatlined at 115,632.38. 115,632.38. 115,632.38. Congratulations, Giovanni Fontes, on your victory. Very cool. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. With a guess of 115,584.00. Congratulations, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the chat requires banana spam. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Let me clear the board. All right. All right, 4-hour time frame. Zoom out a little bit. You know what happened? And this is weird. I had a really good day today. And it's really weird because today I basically learned that I have to spend $5,500 on Invisalign for my daughter, which I'm going to. You know, I had braces, so she deserves it. She's a good kid. But that's a lot of money. So you would think I would be in a bad mood because of that, but I had a good day. I really did. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Very cool. Spam the bananas in the chat. Not enough banana spam. Oh my gosh, not that. Oops, banana. All right. Okay. Congratulations, Giovanni Fontes. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Let me add Giovanni to the winner's Google Doc. We got 24 people watching. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Really helps out the channel. Completely free for you guys. Also, join the Discord linked below. That is also free. It's a ton of fun. It's a little bit small, but it's growing. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 115,584 even and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 115,632.38 on September 19th, 2025, Mr. Giovanni Fontes' prize is a long chili pepper. Congratulations, Giovanni Fontes, on your victory. Enjoy your long chili pepper. I'm going to recommend dicing this one up this time and sprinkling it on maybe some tacos, enchiladas, chimichangas, Maxi Melts. If you could, I believe that there's a handful of Taco Bells that still sell in Maxi Melt. Highly recommend. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. Again, as always, though, it's up to you if you enjoy it by yourself or amongst friends. Okay, cool. Congratulations. This is what happens as well. I would like this to be, this is a lesson in, I don't know, morals? Something sportsmanship, maybe? Giovanni Fontes was not trying to, he wasn't trying to backstab anybody. And he ended up winning. The other lesson is the other people that weren't trying to backstab anybody, they just didn't try hard enough. Okay. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Ray and, okay, hold on. Somebody else wanted us to look at something. The question is, who? Wow. What is it? Padim. Padim wants to take a look at XRP. All right, let's go take a look at XRP. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Congratulations, Giovanni Fontes, once again on your victory. I'm going to do a poll in the chat as well. Let's do a poll. Poll. Start a poll. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the poll in the chat. Do you think this weekend will be pumpy or dumpy? You have three options available to you. Tyler is asking Mr. Robbers. Tom Selleck said, man, 5,500, that's a lot of hand jobs. You're going to have to give who? What happened? Oh, I understand. Goldfish memory. Yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about changing the menu to make a little more money. But that's a conversation for the Patreon. The Patreon secret as well. It's not linked in the description because it's not safe for work. Okay, Mr. Roberts said, I like it, Tyler. I'll add a $100 donation to a perfect guess. I think that could be fun if it's funded by many of us. All right, sweet. Giovanni said $300. That's actually sick. Okay, you guys are legends for that. So, you know what else we could do, actually? We could do a pot maybe next year. Tyler and Mr. Roberts are matching. Any $100 wins for the daily close contest for a total of $300. Sweet. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. If you get a perfect match every single digit for Bitcoin, then you win $300 during the daily close contest for the remainder of 2025. So the stakes have risen. It is entirely in your favor. There is zero risk to you. So spread the word and increase your chances of winning by maybe getting your friends and family to play along as well. It's a ton of fun. Highly recommend. All right. Cool. Thank you guys. You guys are absolute legends. All right. Let's see. We got news articles after XRP. Let me look at XRP for our friend. So XRP can't seem to get above 315. It got a little double toppy. I'm looking for, since we lost $3, if we are going to continue to retrace and we do not immediately recover above $3, I'm looking for either a reaction at 290, 291, or 280, 285. We are not oversold. We might be bouncing off of 40 on the RSI, and your momentum wave did just cross into the lower half, so there's potential to cross bullish. Tyler said, okay, but how many guessers? I don't know, man. We usually do more anyways. I don't even count them while I'm typing them in because there's such a time crunch. So it's supposed to be 12. It's gone well over 12 several times, so I don't even care anymore. However many we can get within that window without people. If it seems like people are botting or like cheating, then we're going to change the rules. Maybe I might have to enforce some form of KYC if you guys fuck up the daily close contest. So please don't do that. Okay, delicious. All right, let's see. So yeah, XRP, like I said, if we continue that retrace, I'm looking for either 290 or 280, give or take. Alts trying to be green. Everything's quiet. Silver's doing great, dude. I'm actually stoked about silver. I can't believe energy stocks are doing awesome. I want to see what my you guys got any stocks you want to talk about? I'm kind of in the mood for a stock market. Obviously, the stock market's ripping, so I feel like it's pretty topical. My what's it called? I have Plug. I'm very proud of my Plug shares. Philly was talking crap because they did 1 million splits over the past like 30 years, so it looks like a scam. But I'm happy with it. APLD, that's what it's called. Applied, I don't remember. It is Applied Digital. It is up 2.71% on the day, and that's pretty lame actually. I'm up 30% on my initial investment. This is a data center, basically a data center stock. And with AI taking over the world, I feel like data centers are going to be really important. Plug Power is up 3.81% on the day. Very cool. I'm up 16% on that initial investment. That's actually huge. I haven't been up on this in a long time, I feel. What happened? Whoa. What's the date today? 3 days ago, this was $1.63. It's $2.19. I'm sorry. I'm looking off screen. You guys are probably like, what are you looking at? My bad. Tom Selleck Scout said this time he's not kidding about having to KYC. That's only if you guys start botting the daily close contest. So please don't do that because that would be stupid. Tyler said, if I win, we are starting a Pinlink portfolio as a group. Tom Selleck Scout said, nuclear and anything drone related has been killing it for me. Check AMPX out. AMPX, Amprius Technologies. Ooh, whoa. Okay, that's sick. Dude, any stock that's up like 70% within like a week is freaking badass. That's consolidation too. This one was almost obvious. Come on. Hello? That's like textbook. Beautiful pattern. Isn't it funny how this works? Inverse head and shoulders invalidates to the downside. Head and shoulders invalidates to the upside. See what I mean about the head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders? It's kind of a meme of technical analysis. Tom Selleck Scout said I'm up 200% this year. Hell yeah. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, dude, stocks are sick. Giovanni said, y'all got to be more active in the stocks chat. Let me know. I've been talking it a little bit. You guys got to be more active in Discord in general. Tom Selleck Scout said, make batteries for drones for war. Nice. Okay. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. I guess scoot this up. Mr. Roberts and Tyler are going to make me poor if somebody wins. There's just, for the record, you guys can't get too spicy with the daily close win unless we establish like a community wallet, because there's about a month in between you guys super chatting me and me actually receiving the money. Unless, how about this, Tyler and Mr. Roberts, if this daily close thing happens and somebody wins, you guys got to do like PayPal or Venmo, because that's instant and I don't lose any money to that, to YouTube. How about that? Does that work? I'm not a fan of the poll results right now. What the heck, guys? I just looked at the poll. You guys voted 40. Oh no, it's actually it's mixed. It's mixed. We got 43% in favor of Dumpy AF, dude. 43% in favor of Choppy, and only 14% Pumpy AF, bro. Tyler said crypto baby. Even better, even better. As long as if it's gonna be the YouTube super chat, then I'm gonna be screwed out of this money for a month. And it's gonna reach the point where it's a little too much for me. That's perfect. That's perfect, Tyler. Okay. Ray, we talked about. It's kind of at that midpoint. I would like to see it get back above 74.54. RSI is incredibly oversold down here. It has been for quite some time since it broke through that neckline. We got some news articles, guys. Dude, Gensler has been getting just decimated. Tyler said, all right, super chat it is. Gemini co-founder Tyler Wiggybutt says former SEC chair Gary Gensler is a total disgrace to the United States. So is he, but nobody tell him. President Trump confirms TikTok deal approved in call with Chinese President Xi Jinping. You know what would be really funny is if they sent TikToks back and forth instead of a call. Xi Jinping is like, I'll negotiate, but it has to be done via TikTok. MetaMask to launch. This one's crazy. MetaMask to launch in-wallet perpetuals trading through Hyperliquid. That's pretty huge. It's a big deal to me. $100 million worth of crypto longs liquidated in the past 60 minutes, and that was 8 hours ago. Federal Reserve Governor Stephen Moran says there's no evidence tariffs have caused inflation to rise. I was cracking up when I read this, and I was cracking up even more when Powell was talking about it, because he basically straight up said that the consumer is not paying tariffs right now. And he tried to like move the goalposts and be like, well, what we're seeing right now, which we did not expect, is that the importers are actually absorbing some of the costs of the tariff. They're absorbing all of the costs of the tariffs. Tariffs do not cause inflation. That's literally the evidence that we've been presented here today. Tariffs and inflation are completely separate. There's no causation. So, time to lower rates. Also, nice data being revised back 12 months that you base your entire foundation for keeping interest rates high on. Powell, good job. That's embarrassing, man. He's going down the same route as Gensler. It's sad. I used to respect the guy. All right, next we got President Trump officially signs executive order to impose $100,000 annual fee on H-1B visas. I'm not entirely sure what an H-1B visa entails, but $100K is a lot of money. CryptoFace saying he thinks Solana is going to pump. We shall see. He's got this funky, whatever the heck kind of pattern this is. Marty Party posting stablecoin mints 11 minutes ago. This was 3 hours ago as well. Tether issued another 1 billion USDT. That's a lot of money. Tyler said, well, if you look at the poll, it's either choppy or pumpy majority. What about some Pinlink news? What? It doesn't say pumpy at all. Pumpy is 11%. Dumpy is 33%, and choppy is 56%. Padim said, thank you so again today, my friend, with XRP. I told my family about your channel. Thank you very much, Padim. Thank you for subscribing and smashing the like button. I appreciate you very much. Cheers. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Everybody, enjoy your weekend. Touch grass. Don't touch grass. Take a bath. Go have a barbecue with your friends or something. I don't know. Just enjoy your time. You could sit down on the couch all weekend and watch TV for all I care. As long as you're enjoying what you're doing, I'm happy. So, cheers. God, that's good. That is so good. Marty Party posted, as I've been saying, the next adoption event is salaries being paid in stablecoin. Today, Russia began. Russia makes history, first salary paid in digital ruble. Today, Russia's Ministry of Finance successfully issued its first ever salary payment in the digital ruble, making a key milestone in its push towards digital finance sovereignty amid Western sanctions. This experimental budget payment was handled by the Russians' treasury in collaboration with the Central Bank of Russia, and it's available only to recipients who explicitly request it. Recipient, the payment went to Anatoly Aksakov, chairman of the State Duma's Committee of Financial Markets, a vocal advocate for the digital ruble. He had publicly requested to be the first in July 2025. Donald Trump and ADP, we need to catch up. Cool. That was the most unnecessary. I apologize for that one. Kobayashi letter. Foreign holdings of U.S. Treasuries rose $32 billion in July to a record 9.16 trillion. Japan, the largest holder, added plus $4 billion, lifting its total to 1.15 trillion, the highest since March 2024. That's actually crazy that Japan's economy is that big. That's actually badass. The UK boosted its holdings by 41 billion to a record 899 billion. The Euro area purchased 44 billion, bringing total holdings to 1.91 trillion, an all-time high. Meanwhile, China's holdings fell 26 billion to 731 billion, the lowest since December 2008. Foreign demand for treasuries remains robust aside from China. Breaking. President Trump says he will be going to China and President Xi will be coming to the U.S. after a very productive call today. I hope they make a freaking trade deal. I don't give a crap about TikTok. It has nothing to do with my bags. Donald needs to catch up. Breaking. 41% of companies intend to lay off employees due to AI over the next 5 years, and the 3-month average youth underemployment rate is up to 17%, the highest since 2020. Entry-level jobs are being increasingly automated and eliminated. Meanwhile, the underemployment rate in the U.S. just jumped to 8.1%, marking its highest level since 2021. The labor market is experiencing a generational shift, and you know what? I think that there's going to be an inflection point where people don't want to pay for anyone or any company or any service that utilizes AI to the point where people lose jobs over it. It's going to be, I don't even know how to describe it. There's nothing like that we've experienced similar to it before. Like when cars came out, I'm sure people maybe boycotted and bought more horses or some stupid crap. But how successful was that? I don't know what to describe it as. People are going to want that analog, personable experience, and they're going to pay more for it. And maybe the quality of jobs is going to increase. I don't know. Who knows? These companies are going to save money, and they're going to spend it elsewhere. Maybe they'll hire somebody in a different position. Or maybe there'll just be AI doing everything, and we'll all be on vacation for the rest of our lives. What's going to happen when they automate every job to the point where we don't even need to work? Do we all just get free stuff all the time? We could become a utopia via AI. But it's not going to happen because everyone's freaking greedy. All right. The poll has shifted gears. We are 50% in favor of Dumpy Meh with 10 votes. 5 of them clearly being choppy. 4 of them Dumpy AF dude, and 1 of them Pumpy AF bro. Interesting. We got 22 people watching. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Happy Friday. Happy DCA day. Happy weekend. I think I might cry. Giovanni Fontes, the winner of today's Daily Close contest, said, I think of it like self-checkouts. It got rid of cashiers, but now they needed more maintenance workers. Exactly. Hopefully it levels out. That's what I think of, man. Like, if they do AI, and Flexa said, oh, that Flexa was right. Yeah. Hate that guy. If they do AI, let's say, or a factory job, they got a bunch of robots, but people still need jobs. Maybe the government steps in and they're like, hey, you got to employ a person. If you're going to have a robot, you have to employ a person. You don't have to pay them that much, but you do have to employ a person. And that person can be at home on a VR headset, let's say, like supervising the robot. I would sit on a VR headset for a couple hours for like, I don't know, minimum wage. Why the hell not? And then everybody can be at home and be fat and just pay for an internet and electric bill, and you have a job. Cool. I don't know. It's funny. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. We're literally heading into like WALL-E, the movie. That's what our society is gonna be like. Alexa said red hot chili pepper. Yes, that is Giovanni Fontez's prize. He does have a spicy name, so it is quite topical. Altcoins renders up 0.5%. Fartcoins up 0.5%. Near's up 1.15. Very nice. Silver's still up 3. It's quiet. Alexa said can't wait for GTA 6 RP. When does GTA 6 come out? I forgot already. I might have to buy that the day it comes out. May 26, 2026. Should I take time off work? I might be able to take like a whole week off. Gosh, that's so far away. That sucks, man. I don't want to wait till then. Okay. Anyways, back to our news articles. Lots of unemployment. The S&P 500 extends its run into record high territory, now up 38% since its April 2025 bottom. This officially marks one of the best 5-month rallies in the history of the S&P 500, plus 16 trillion in market cap in 5 months. Damn. And you know what's hilarious? People were pissy about Trump winning the presidency, and they were bearish because Trump won the presidency. Where are those people? Oh, look at that. The S&P 500's closing at all-time highs on a daily basis. I'm just saying. Mr. Roberts said, I was gone for that last bit. Beautiful neighbors at the door. JJ, what do you need for the $100 donation to the perfect pod? I don't need anything right now. Just when it does happen, not super chat, because that'll take a month for me to get it. So it can be crypto, it can be PayPal, it can be Venmo, whatever. Don't send anything right now. When the win happens, if you guys are going to do that, do anything, like, it'll probably literally take less time if you physically mailed me cash versus the YouTube super chat. So just anything but the YouTube super chat. I appreciate you guys. That's really cool of you. I'm going to advertise the shit out of that. $300 daily close price. That's pretty sick. Oracle has been in the news as far as stocks go quite a bit lately. Oracle is in talks with Meta over a $20 billion AI cloud computing deal. Did you guys see? I feel really bad for some reason. Mark Zuckerberg and like his whole team for their glasses, the Meta AI glasses demo, fumbled so hard. Dude, it fumbled so hard, and it got to the point where I felt like secondhand cringe watching. It hurt my soul. I still laughed, don't get me wrong. I laughed. Am I a bad person because of that? I don't really care. It was funny. It was really funny. They blamed the Wi-Fi, but it kind of seemed like they had unrealistic expectations for how fast the team could get it done. And the team probably said, hey, this is not finished yet. And Mark was probably like, I don't care. Give me the glasses. And he put them on, and he's like, how do I make this dip? And it's like, you already did this. And he's like, how do I make this dip? And it just didn't work. And it was really freaking funny. I'm just saying. Vahid said, is Franco here, Flexa? Flexa said, should do a raffle, a Christmas or something. That would be cool. Mr. Robert said, LOL, okay, cool. I'm in for sure. Flexa said, Vahid, doubt it, man. Ain't seen him in a while. I haven't seen him in a while either. I think he popped into Jordan's old Discord a little while ago. Tom Stockcoat said, it was really bad, but all the reviews of the glasses have been really good. I have heard good things about them. They bought Oculus and came out with the Meta Quest, and I think they're on like 3 or 4. My daughter gets the new one every year, or whenever it comes out, because we spoil her. But it's really cool. Like, I've played a couple of times, and it's a lot of fun. So if they put that into glasses or some kind of augmented reality form into glasses, if the what the demo's supposed to be is what they are, then I might get a pair when they're not like $8,000. Next we got low income earners are struggling. The 3-month average of the bottom 33% of Americans after tax year-over-year wage growth dropped to 0.9% in August, the slowest pace since 2016. This is a significant decline from the plus 3% seen at the beginning of the year. At the same time, the top third saw plus 3.6% year over year, the highest since November 2021. In other words, top earners' wages are growing 4 times faster than those of low-income consumers. By comparison, middle-income earners' salaries rose plus 2.2% last month. The wealth gap is growing. That one kind of sucks. That's a really shitty metric. But it is what it is. Colin Talks Crypto, our M2 money supply guy, said, despite what others are saying, I do not. Now he's changing his tune because he fumbled his altcoin bags, but it is what it is. He said, I do not think Bitcoin will fully catch up to the global M2 line during the rest of the cycle. Bitcoin will likely make new all-time highs later this year, but I doubt it will fully catch up. Here's why, and he's going to long thread, whatever. He's flip-flopping. I actually have a rebuttal to that from somebody else comparing Bitcoin to the M2. I don't know what offset they put, but it lines up perfectly. Cointelegraph posted PayPal's PYUSD 0 is now live on Say. Very cool. Can we get this on Cardano, please? Can we get a real stable coin? Hyperliquid posted $2.75 million in 24-hour revenue, second only to Tether and Circle, while surpassing Pump Fund at $1.83 million per DeFi Llama. That's huge. Huge. So, by default, shouldn't they literally be in the top 10 based on income? Or maybe not. No, maybe it's actually good right outside of the top 10. Like this said, Colin is a banana smoker. Gary Gensler says investor protection was his top priority as SEC chair, and he's no regrets about his legacy. Well, his legacy is trash. To the point where he's literally being like ridiculed and belittled to his face by the people asking questions, like the people sitting behind the desk with their papers on the news, literally like pooped in his mouth on live national television, and it was freaking hilarious. This, I might need to just find it and play it for you guys, because it was so good. It was so good. I think it was CNBC. Oh my god, I found it. I found it right away. Dude. Oh my gosh. Whoever this chick is a freaking badass, and she deserves an award. All right, I need to make sure that you guys can hear this first. Here we go.
A lot of what you did. And how are you feeling about what they're doing now?
So I'm very proud of what we accomplished.
And the crypto community is ecstatic not to have you there anymore, and to have him there. Looking back on it, I mean, do you think that was the right call?
Yes, I think.
Because look, now we have this like burgeoning industry, and there's so much more innovation and leadership in the U.S.
and a lot more capital coming into it.
There may be more capital in terms of the interest in the public. The public is interested. I get that. But for investors...
You think this is dangerous, what they're doing?
Put aside Bitcoin. But most of the other tokens are not tied to any fundamentals. Like Warren Buffett would say, what are the goods? What are the revenues? What are they selling? And so forth.
This dude ran the SEC into the ground. Literally, straight up just said, what are the revenues for crypto? I don't know if he literally just didn't do anything. He was clearly being paid to do whatever the fuck somebody else wanted him to do. I'm pretty sure like everything in like the top 100 cryptocurrencies probably has solid revenue. That is the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen from anybody that used to be in the government. That chick destroyed him. And whoever she is, she's a fucking legend because of that. So thank you, hot blonde news chick. You're a badass. He was like, it's not safe. What are your revenues? Okay, Gary, you make yourself look even more dumb. Whoa, Mr. Roberts coming in with 130 Canadian dollars. Thank you very much, Mr. Roberts. Said if anyone gets a perfect close before this gets to JJ in a month, you'll need to exercise patience for my portion of the donation. I have adjusted for exchange. Run it. Damn. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Thank you very much, my friend. I told you not to do that. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Did it play the audio is the question. That is the ultimate question. Has the audio played? Did it play? It did play. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Absolute legend. Appreciate you. Everybody else, smash the damn like button. We got whale alert. An ETH whale went long with 21,966 Ethereum worth 99.5 million US dollars at 25x leverage. Past trades show 81% win rate. What a freaking legend. Tyler said, damn. Flexa said, JJ, you read I over Robo girl voice. My bad. Tom Solo Scout said, it sure did. Flexa said it did. You spoke over it. Dang. I can play it again. Let me go play it again. Just because I can. Watch the stream implode now. Ready? Bam.
If anyone guesses a perfect close before this gets to JJ in a month, you'll need to exercise patience for my portion of the donation. I have adjusted for exchange. Run it.
Hey. Cool. I spoke over it a little bit that time, but I shut up. Okay. Sideshow Bankman-Fried. Where were we? FTX will start its third round of creditor distributions in September, on September 30th, 2025. Payouts via BitGo, Kraken, or Payoneer. Okay, if Payoneer doesn't rug, then something's wrong. Expected within 1 to 3 business days. You know what cracked me up? When the first creditor round happened, everyone was like, this is going to be the catalyst that causes the next bull run, the next alt season. We're all going to get rich. And I was like, why? And they're like, all those people are going to get their money back and they're going to put it straight into altcoins. And I was like, why would they do that? Majority of the people that got completely effed over from FTX are going to exit the market entirely. They want their money back. They're leaving. They're done. I would be. If I had all of my money on an exchange, or at least enough to the point where I was excited to get it back, I would peace out, dude. I would never trust the entire cryptocurrency market would be a scam in my brain. So to think that that was going to trigger the bull market was the most delusional thing I think I've seen in the entire space. Besides people thinking that FTX was a trustworthy exchange. Alexa said my card won't work. I would make her say bad things. I think I need to mess with my settings or some shit. I think you can make her say bad things depending on how you word it. Tyler did it before. I don't remember what it was though. You might have to do a very large super chat in order to try it. I'm just kidding. Flexa said people ended their games because of him. Exactly. Okay. Bitmine added 15,427 Ethereum worth $68.98 million to its holdings. Very cool. We got Bitcoin Archive with another gem. Bitcoin's average October return is plus 21.9%. If history repeats, we will see $141,000 Bitcoin by the end of October. Very spooky, very cool. Hell yeah. Global liquidity is exploding. Bitcoin will follow. This is it, guys. Bitcoin versus the US dollar. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Global M2. That's what it is. So Bitcoin measured in US dollar, weighed against global M2. Same exact situation. I don't know. It looks like there is no offset, which is even more interesting because everyone wants like this 80-day offset or whatever, but apparently with no offset, it looks like it actually works. So next we got, oh no, I'm sorry, this is it. I guess we have two M2 charts. Global liquidity says 150K Bitcoin is programmed. This offset, see, there's no dates. I'm not sure what the offset is. I would love to see it, but it actually fits. It fits a lot better than Colin Talks Crypto. No offense, you know, he was the OG. Definitely, I'll give him credit. But sometimes you got to adjust your data, and we are perfectly in line right now. There's a little bit of a decoupling. It seems to almost front run liquidity sometimes. But let's see, 150K Bitcoin, maybe in a couple months. Flexa said, people into their game. I love Halloween, want to go egging houses. Dude, Halloween is one of my favorites for sure. We got an Ed Snowden quote, gold. This is really good. Dude, Peter Schiff probably freaked out. He probably called him. He's like, Eddie. Ed Snowden is like, who the hell is this? He's like, it's Peter Schiff. It's Peter, man. Don't you remember? He's like, I don't know anybody named Peter. Sorry, you have the wrong number. Boop. His Russian phone. Ed Snowden said, gold is just Bitcoin that can't be sent over the internet. Damn. Tyler said, I'll just do crypto to whoever's wallet of their choosing. There you go. That's even better. Flexa said, I know where most of my teachers lived. That's crazy. Oh, this is the last one. Crypto Elites posted history repeats itself. Every cycle tells the same story. July 2017, altcoin season. July 2021, altcoin season. July 2025, loading. This is from September 18th. Bitcoin dominance hits resistance. Capital flows into altcoins. Massive altcoin season begins. Are you ready for the final phase of the bull run? Oh, I see it. July was the top. Okay. I mean, Bitcoin dominance has dropped since then, so let's go. All right. Bitcoin 115, 615, 627.93. We're getting a little bit of green here. Nothing too crazy. Near's up 0.83. Silver still doing really good. Mr. Robert said, Tyler, I would have done that too, but I was afraid I would miss the perfect guest stream when it happens. All right. I'm probably just going to make a wallet and put that money into it so that I don't touch it. All right, portfolio update, guys. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is $31 in profit. Currently, we have 3 assets that are negative. Aptos is down 25, Shib is down 17, and Fetch is down 16. Ondo's up 2, Near's up 4, Render's up 6, Proppy's up 6, Doge is up 9, Ada's up 15, and Sol is up 42. Doing really good. Mr. Robert said, I trust JJ to take my donation toward the pot. Tyler said, I'm usually on. They can be patient. I'm 50-50 on the they can be patient thing. I agree to an extent. What bugs me is when I win something or anybody else wins something, and then the person who did the giveaway is like, I'll get a hold of you tomorrow. No, motherfucker. You held the contest. I won, or whoever won, you fucking pay them tomorrow. Fuck you. And I've seen it take weeks. That's stupid. That bugs the shit out of me, dude. Drives me crazy. Unless the person who won is like, oh, you know, I'll get back to you tomorrow or whatever. You go out of your way to make sure they get their money as soon as possible. Otherwise, don't do a fucking contest. Flexa said, still time in month yet. Could start moving up next week. Cash Oak said, what up, brother? Hope all is good. Absolutely, Cash Oak. Had a wonderful day today. Hope you did as well. Enjoy your weekend. Tyler said, I'm sure a $100 winner wouldn't mind waiting a stream or two. I don't know. I might just get them, Tyler. If you miss it, then I'll cover it and you can get me back whenever. Mr. Robert said, Oaks, what's up, man? And Flexa said, LMAO. Okay. All right. Next portfolio, we got the Memecoin portfolio, which is up a whopping $4, guys. The Memecoin portfolio is shredding to the upside. Thank God. Actually, that's actually quite impressive considering the fact that GigaChat is down $106. That's crazy. GigaChat is down $106. SNEK is down $14. Doge is up 26. Pepe's up 26, and Whip is up 70. $70. That's awesome. Next, we got the narrative portfolio, my favorite, and what was once the best performer. Now it is probably, in my opinion, the most stable. Mr. Roberts said, that's why I threw money in the pot now. I appreciate that, Mr. Roberts. You still didn't have to do that. Cash Oak said, we will emerge from this price suppression like a smoking cannonball out of the black pearl with a savage 50x long leverage trades. Hell yeah. I would like to be... Who would I like to be? I think I want to be Barbosa. I feel like Barbosa is a badass. Plus, he's got a cool name. Tyler said, I'm sure you know by now. I'll get you back, LOL. But more than likely, I'll be here. Yeah. No worries. Narrative portfolio currently up $93.05. That's actually a shame. It was up over $100 yesterday. Anyways, Tyler said Rocket League after. I do not know, actually. I don't know about today because I'm pretty sure I got to go to work tomorrow. But we'll see. We will see. Sunday, I have a early morning interview. I'll probably be editing the rest of the day. Tomorrow evening, probably Rocket League for sure. It's cross-platform, right? Anyways, VeChain is the only negative asset in this entire portfolio. It's down $9. Fetch is up 9. Mana's up 17. Tau is up 19. And Pepe's up 54. Looking good. Downer said, what the F? All right, then we got our perfect entry portfolio, the greatest portfolio to ever grace the screen. Do we have a dip worthy? I'm going to say no. How about this? If we break 115 and start heading towards 112, then we will add to the perfect entry portfolio. But it does look like we're getting a bounce here out of Bitcoin. Thank you, Bitcoin. Everybody ready? Everybody say it. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Bitcoin. We have to pay our respects. But Tyler said, yes, Cross, do you have an Epic account? I think I do. I think I said it to you. I don't know. I'll hit you in the DM after. The perfect entry portfolio is currently made up of 9 assets voted on entirely by you, the community. And you guys absolutely killed it. It is currently in profit, $194. And let's see. We have 1 asset that is negative, and that is Render is down $4. The Graph is up 2. Pith is up 7. Ondo's up 14. ETH is up 15. Sui is up 18. Sol is up 32. Crow is up 50. And Chainlink's still up a whopping 56. This portfolio, for whatever reason, is doing amazing. And I think that reason is every time the price dips to the point where everyone freaks out and panics and cries and yells and like throws stuff in the chat, that's when we add to the portfolio. That's the best time to add to a portfolio. I'm just saying. Taylor said that was gay. Flexa LMAO. Flexa said, lick my taint, Bitcoin. John Turgu said, Rocket League is the only game I play. Love and hate that game. I'm scared. I think I played it like 2 or 3 times and it was a ton of fun. I get addicted to games, which is I'm kind of okay with. I also have like I have a weird like mental hurdle that I have to get over to play games. There's something wrong with my brain. I have to like force myself. I got to sit down and go, I need to relax. I need to play a video game. And then I can't because in my brain, I'm like, I could be using this time to make money or like do something that could lead to me making money or some stupid shit. And then I end up doing nothing that makes any money. I just doom scroll Twitter or that's pretty much it, which is the least productive thing on the planet, instead of playing video games. There's something wrong with my brain. I think I need Xanax or something. I need to talk to the doctor about some meds. John316 said, hey, JJ, what's going on, John? Flexa said, Crow best pump. Dude, Crow killed it. Was not expecting that. Heath Savage said, have you seen XCM today? It's ticking up while most things are heading down. Tyler said, Rocket League is the most addictive. I love and hate it too. You have not played DayZ. John said, huge learning curve, but once you get aerials down, it becomes fun. I feel like it's fun no matter what. Unless there's people. I feel like Fortnite is one of those where it's not fun no matter what. Because there's going to be people that like whoop your ass nonstop. You get in the game and you die. Like that kind of thing. That makes it not fun. John said meds, LOL. That's what the crypto market does to you, man. Your brain is like, monetize everything. It's too much. Flexa said mushrooms might help this guy. I don't know. I think I'm a control freak as well. So I think mushrooms would F me up. Like, you're talking to a guy who microdoses weed gummies. Like less than 1 milligram. And you want me to take a psychedelic. I think I had a bad trip smoking spice one time. There's no way I could ever do mushrooms without like dying. My brain would stop. It would just stop. Okay. John said I bought Pepe position today. Nice. I like Pepe. I'm gonna check total 3. So we did break below our previous all-time high of 1.13. It's gonna be a big deal if we get back above that. Flexa said, have you tried those weed drinks? I have not. That sounds... I've seen them. I've been offered them. I have not tried them. I haven't heard anything. 100 milliliter shots wipe out shit. Yeah, see, that sounds like too much. I could probably smell one and get high. Dude, my most recent, like, I took too much edible experience, the only I took too much edible experience, I don't remember. I probably took, like, 2 milligrams or something, which is not a lot. But to me, I was like if I was in high school, it would have been the perfect high in my opinion. But I was freaking out a little bit. So I'm sitting on the couch, I'm doing whatever, and my daughter comes out, and she's sitting on the couch, and she's got this cool book thing with like all these secrets, and there's black light ink and stuff like that. She's like, I think I found a secret phone number. And there's like phone numbers and websites and like all these cool ciphers and stuff. It's for a TV show that she likes. And she's like, I think I found a secret phone number. We should call it. And I was like, okay. And I pull out my phone. And I'm like, okay, give it to me. And she gives me the number. And I type it in. And then I'm looking at the phone for a minute. And I'm like... And then I move it around. And I'm like, okay, give it to me again. And she's like, what? And I was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, what? And I was like, I typed it into the calculator. I felt, dude, that was the first time in like 16, 17 years that I've been high like that. To the point where I typed a phone number into my calculator. So I have not, I've controlled my dose very meticulously since then. Dude, that shit was so funny. I was literally like, I typed it in, and then I was like, okay, wait, give it to me again. And she's like, what happened? And I was like, I don't want to tell you. I was so stupid. Flex said you're not meant to neck it. Tom Stalksfield said mushrooms are amazing. I've heard good things about microdosing mushrooms. Mr. Roberts said, JJ, good folks, I got to run. Shed visit incoming. Have a great weekend. All peace. Take it easy, Mr. Roberts. I appreciate you. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Flexa said, but people are stupid. Giovanni said, my wife likes those drinks. Tyler said, Pinlink News, link. All right, let's go take a look. Flexa said, crackhead. All right, Pinlink News. I actually saw that they posted something. But I did not add it to the news thing, just in case you weren't here, Tyler, because I'm not going to go over Pinlink News if you're not here. I like to save some stuff. So we have Slayer Man telling us something. Hashlink is going live on September 26th, the first Bitcoin primitive on Ethereum, built by Pinlink from the ground up, delivering native Bitcoin payouts from industrial hash rate, USDC in, Bitcoin out, non-custodial, automated, final. The future of Bitcoin yield begins September 26th. Very cool. And I think that's it. You got compounding real-world assets on September 18th. Okay, no, this is new as well. For years, real-world assets and DeFi have existed in separate silos. Pinlink is building the first platform to merge them into a single seamless experience. Very cool. Pinlink is building the rails for a new tokenized economy, a multi-dimensional engine of yield where RWAs, DeFi, and Bitcoin primitives reinforce each other. So they clearly channeled Michael Saylor for this, but I'm sure that draws in some good investors. I forget what they're called. Not angel investors, the other ones, venture capitalists. I'm sure that draws in venture capitalists. They're very narcissistic, so when you're like, we're changing the world with DeFi, RWA primitives, they're like, oh yeah, I heard about this. I heard about this in 97. I heard about this in 97. I was having dinner with Robert Kiyosaki and Robin Williams. Waterfly said, are you okay? Still on? I'm clearly not okay. Something has happened. I like the question, though. This is a good question. Are you okay? Dude, Flex is here, so I got to tell Flexa. I don't know. The rest of you probably heard me tell this already. Flexa, I interviewed the creator of Strike Finance, the decentralized perpetual trading protocol on Cardano. Super cool dude. He's in China. at the moment. Look at his background is beautiful, like bright white. He was like glowing, and I'm in like this pitch black abyss. And I shit you not, we do the interview. It goes great. It's over. I'm done recording, and we're just chit chatting for a minute. And he goes, "I gotta ask, where are you located? Why is it so dark there?" And I fucking died laughing, because he's like this productive developer guy in this big bright room, and I'm just like this dingy YouTuber interviewer guy in this fucking like hellhole fucking shed. I was like, I'm just in Michigan, man. This is a sheet. It was so funny, dude. Lexa said I never saw that with the app. Dude, it was a good one. It was a good one. I'm interviewing the SNEKs team this weekend. Hopefully I can get the CEO of Iagon soon, and I'm talking to Cock as well to get them on about their food truck ventures. So I'm excited. My end goal, hopefully, is to either get Charles on. Charles would be sick. I don't think he'll ever come on, but if he does, that'd be cool. I think I'm slightly more excited though. Sorry, Charles, about the idea, the concept, the possibility of getting to interview the SNEK team. I think that would be the coolest shit in the world. My SNEK figure should be shipping out soon. I'm very excited about that. What if I said, JJ, trying for you peeps? It was a good interview, dude. It was a good interview. Alexa said, tell them to give me some crypto. Dude, if I get Charles on, I gotta shoehorn a Shill. When I interviewed the guy from Strike, I shoehorned a couple of good meme coins in there. I asked him if he was gonna get Dong or Charl listed. What if I said maybe you can get BitBoy on? Dude, I'm trying. That would be a great interview. That would be so good, dude. I've definitely been asking him on X since like before he got locked up. So maybe eventually he'll recognize my stupid face. But I think that'd be cool to get him on, dude. See what the fuck's going on now. What's going on up in there? Hopefully he's doing well, you know. He probably shouldn't have cheated on his wife and said some stupid shit on the internet. I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty. Flexa said you'd crack 100%. For who, BitBoy? Tyler said Rocket League or nah. I'm gonna say nah right now. I gotta get some food in my body. Gotta make some money with this fucking crypto thing. What if I said I could get Pomp on if BitBoy on? Right? Oh, man. Oh, I learned some crazy things. So we know that BitBoy was like doing all this crazy stuff and steroids, and he like went into this drug-induced psychosis. Charlie Sheen was also on steroids while he was doing like crack and all that crazy stuff. And I watched the docuseries. There's a 2-part docuseries on Netflix. Really good. Highly recommend. But he's like, something steroids as well as, and I was like, whoa, steroids make you crazy. Not like crack doesn't make you crazy, but I think crack makes you crazy and then you crash. When you do steroids, you don't crash. You just go nuts. Flexa said he took steroids and they did fuck off. For real, dude. That's what I said. I'm like, how do you abuse steroids and you don't get buff? What if I said I was on steroids, penis tiny now? Damn. R.I.P. 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 What if I's penis? All right, fellas. Oh, man. This is a fun stream. Flexa said, because he's a dumbass, trend will make you gay. Oh, shit. It looks like we're getting a little pumpy here. This is exciting. Congratulations, Giovanni Fontes. Once again on your victory. Enjoy your spicy pepper. So total 3 is back above 1.13. That's exciting. I want to take a look at total 2 because I believe total 2 broke out. Okay. Well, I tried. Okay, it did actually. This 1.71 was the old all-time high, and we broke that, and we've established a new one at 1.73. Plexus said, "Read the Reddit trend stories, dude." Okay, all right, I'm adding that. We're doing that. I shit you not. I turned my phone on, and the calculator app is open. I was like, "Oh no, it's happening again." All right. Oh, geez. All right, cool. Giovanni Fontes said, in conclusion, W, hell yeah. All right, so we got, like I said, we got to break our old all-time high broke right here, and we established a new one. And then, you know, we've since pulled back and failed to get above it. Are we going to rebound? Are we establishing some kind of a flag? Let me make this a little more transparent here because it's clearly not super relevant anymore. A little bit more than that. Yeah, right there. Looks good. Okay, so I'm going to guess right here that maybe we're going to get some kind of a something. Flag like that or something like that. Tyler said, you better advertise the shit out of the $300. That's big. I'm going to, for sure. Flexa said, test is okay. You can manage it easy, but adding other shit, that's where you can come unstuck. Oh, okay. Unstuck. Is that like a euphemism for gay? There's so many things I don't know. What did I see? There was it was like some old game show. And they were asking this old lady like certain terms, and they were maybe telling her the definition, and she was guessing the name, and she got one, and it was a rusty trombone. And I remember that because I used to like browse Urban Dictionary for fun because that shit's funny, dude. Urban Dictionary. If you're ever bored, browse Urban Dictionary. Probably best to do it with a chick because it's funny, or with your buddies. You know, there's some dumb shit on there. It's funny. It's funny stuff. But I remember seeing Rusty Trombone and this old lady on like this game show from the 70s. They're like something. And it's like really gross. It's like the grossest thing you could ever imagine. And she's like, a rusty trombone. Like she knew that shit. And I was like, what the fuck? What is this show? Like the 70s, I thought that they were all like prim and proper. They were freaky, dude. The 70s, they were freaky. Flexa said Urban Dictionary best for hem Brit words. I don't know what that means. There's some funny shit, dude. You guys, okay. There's a movie. I'm going to do a movie recommendation. It sounds like a bad movie. It is not a bad movie. It is a comedy from like the mid-2000s called Sex Drive. And it's about this dude who's a virgin, and him and his buddies go on a road trip, and the idea is for him to lose his virginity. Because he's like talking to this chick online, and she like lives in another state or whatever, and it's stupid because he's like getting ready to go to college or something. They're going in the summer vacation or some crap, and it's such a funny movie. I'm gonna spoil it a little bit here, but I gotta tell this story. There's one of the main characters. He's like screwing around with this chick at this trailer park, and he's like strapped to like a daybed, and she's like, have you ever heard of a rolling brownout? And he's like, no, what's that? And she turns around and he goes, nothing brown. And then the boyfriend shows up and he's like, oh God. And he takes the frame apart, the bed frame, and he's like running. He's running away with this bed frame through this cornfield. And the boyfriend drives this big truck and he like runs him over. And the guy's okay. He's on the ground covering himself up with a bed frame. And the guy runs up with a baseball bat and he's swinging it. And he's blocking it with the bed frame. And he's like, come on, man. She's not worth it. She's just going to shit all over you. Literally. Dude, it's so funny. The line delivery in that whole scene is freaking hilarious. Highly recommend. The movie is called Sex Drive. Go watch it. It's funny. It's funny. Funny stuff. Okay. This stream got completely off the rails. Total 2 is at 1.67 trillion. A little bit below 1.68. I would like to see 1.68 in this lower trend line hold. As of right now, we're just chilling. Total 3, trying to get back above 1.13. That's going to be a big important part. Tyler said Sex Drive is amazing. Rumspringa. The guy that was on Theo Von recently, the young Amish male, he is on his Rumspringa right now. And apparently when they're on Rumspringa, they can just go out in the world and like do things that Amish people normally aren't allowed to do, like interact with technology and stuff. And that is how they decide if they want to fully commit to being Amish or not. And during his Rumspringa so far, he's been on freaking Theo Von, which is crazy. Flex said we can derail you anytime. Damn, that's fucked up. Flex is on the trend. You can derail the trend tracks. That's not funny. Oh man, Flexa said actually fun going off on tangents sometimes. That's what the Friday stream should be, man. That's what all the streams should be. What if I said Flexa, you were always good at that? You guys are out of control, man. What's up with Pinlink's down 1.99%? This thing moves like violently. Like that tiny little candle is 1.99%. Crazy. Everything else is pretty quiet. Polkadot's up 0.5. ADA's up 0.6. Swee's up 1.16. Very cool. HBAR's up 0.75. Flexa said, riding on the bus on 10 to meet fat chicks. Wait till you see some of the shit. I'm assuming that 10 was supposed to be the trend. Okay, yeah. Riding the bus on trend to meet fat chicks. Oh man. Yeah, I'll have to do a Reddit episode reading some of them if they're good, if I can find enough good ones. It sounds like there's plenty. Bitcoin dominance. See, I'm seeing an inverse head and shoulders here, which makes me nervous for alts. You guys see it? It's so close too. Hopefully that just invalidates and just sends it to oblivion. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Another great movie recommendation, Your Highness, with James Franco and Danny McBride. That one's freaking hilarious. Classic comedy. Yeah, we're pretty quiet, guys. Pretty quiet. Doge is up 0.66. Yeah. Well, almost been going for 2 hours. I'm probably going to call it an evening. Giovanni Fontes said the story is actually so funny. That story is actually so funny. The bus one? The fat chicks on the bus? Or Your Highness? Fat chicks on a bus. I just completely changed what it is. Tyler said, JJ, you have to watch Leo Kids movie with Adam Sandler and Paul Rudd. The one with the lizards? I've seen that one. I've seen it. That is a good one, for sure. Honestly, anything with Adam Sandler. Waterfly said, have a nice weekend, kids. You too, Waterfly. Appreciate you. Flexa said both, LOL. Fat chicks on a bus. Bus full of fat chicks. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to go before this devolves any further. I appreciate you guys. We'll do a hangout stream for sure, too. Tyler said it's funny AF. Right. It is a good movie, dude. All of them, honestly. Like I said, any Adam Sandler movie, in my opinion, is great. I'm a bit of a Adam Sandler fanboy, so a lot of people shit all over him, but I feel like it's the same thing with Nickelback. Like, Nickelback is literally famous because they're good. They make good music. Shitting all over them became cool. It's like the bandwagon thing. It was like, oh, Nickelback. So they don't even know Nickelback. They know like 2 songs that they play on the radio. Which is goofy to me. Like I said later, guys, try and stay focused. Tyler said Rocket League or not. I said nah. Leave me alone. All right. I appreciate you guys. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Hopefully I have to. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Like I said, I'll make an account on there too. Dude, let's do it. Get in the Discord. Everybody get in the Discord. Let's set up some gaming shit. It'll be fun. But anyways, as always, Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will get back on. And we'll do an emergency Pumpy Bitcoin stream. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Friday, and good night.